This is gonna be raw, like the Game Chasers. Alright.
What's up, guys?
Alright.
This is another video. But have you read the title? Have you?
What?
What was that?
Oh no. We saw Endgame.
We saw Avengers Endgame. This has been 10 years, 11 years technically, but
in the making.
So,
let's just.
What are your initial thoughts on Endgame?
Okay, let's start off with this. I'm gonna start off with the theater experience of this out. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Like, it is not close to Infinity War in my opinion, with the theater experience, but it was damn close.
There was a lot of great feelings. I had a lot more like gut feelings.
Yeah, it was.
The only difference is in Infinity War is the ending. Because the Infinity War movie doesn't get you. It's just the ending. This movie, it makes you smile. It makes you cry.
Right,
There's a lot more feeling in this movie.
And it's well paced.
Like it's way more well paced than Infinity War is.
By far, because Infinity War is just like battle after battle after battle. And it just don't rest at all.
There's like so much more. Like, it gets you. The whole movie, I was just like smiling, but I was laughing, and then like getting the feels at the same time. Like
exactly. Like
it's crazy.
It's really crazy.
Like
it's.
I don't know what like
the movie itself. It doesn't feel like it's 3 hours long.
It really doesn't. It felt like it was like a 2-hour movie.
It doesn't. When we look at the time, it's like, oh shit.
Actually, the guy that was sitting next to me, and this is our first time seeing it.
Yeah, we're gonna see it again.
I'll probably do another video after I see it. We might do separate videos after we see it the second time. We might. I don't know. I'm gonna do a second video.
I'm not figuring. I'm gonna be sleeping.
But I'm gonna do a second video. Maybe not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But the guy next to me was checking his phone a lot.
Oh, dude, that's annoying.
Like he was checking what time it was, and I'm like, dude, I don't think he's a fan of the movie because he kept looking on his phone, seeing what time it was.
Granted, Tanner was our friend Tanner. He was looking at his phone, but he had it the brightness down.
Yeah, the guy, like, I could see it. I was just
like, I get it. Like, you have a child and all that. You gotta make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
But be courteous to others. Like, turn on the brightness on your phone. Turn down the volume on your phone.
But he was just checking the time because he wasn't like looking. He was just.
And
then put it right back in his pocket. Yeah. Like he was just checking the time. Like I could tell he wasn't like flipping anything open. He wasn't looking at any messages.
Yeah. Just enjoy the movie. You're there for a reason.
And like I can understand like you're trying to figure out how long this movie is, but
yeah.
I say keep your phone in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's such a great movie. It's worth watching. It gets you so much. There's so much more feeling in this movie. Yeah.
Which I'm going to say this, we're going to separate it into two parts. Spoilers and the reviews. This is the review part.
This is just a review. We'll do another video on spoilers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So the overall movie is just really great. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you smile. It makes you have all these feelings that Infinity War didn't give you.
Exactly. Like, Infinity War is not supposed to do that because, like, in the comics, it's just basically action.
It's a big action set piece that ends and like dramatically.
Yeah, exactly. In Infinity War,
it's like a big setup.
Yeah, the movie captured that right.
Infinity War sets up this movie perfectly, and then also this movie is a completely different style and a completely different feel and tone.
Yeah, so
and it goes in a direction I didn't expect it, and I love it for that reason.
Same thing. I was expecting it to be something else, but it just like it felt like a regular Avengers movie. To be honest,
it felt like this is what the other like Age of Ultron should have been.
Yeah,
like this kind of feel like all the way through.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, I don't know, like, at the end, I was just so happy that I've seen the movie.
Exactly. And this is no spoilers, but...
It's kind of a spoiler.
No. Please do not
stay
for the end credit scene, because there is none.
There's not one or two end credit scenes.
Yeah, there's none. So...
it's cool if you're, like, trying to, like, if you want to wait out for the people to leave, that's fine. But I would suggest, because most people are going to stay, take off right when
take off. I recommend
and that's what me and him are going to do. We're going to see it again in like an hour or 2 hours or something. So so like, people are going to be like, why are they leaving? Oh, we saw it already.
Yeah, so.
But I would say this movie does end perfectly.
Perfectly, like...
It starts perfectly, it ends perfectly. The cast is... They knocked it out of the park on this one, I think. So, I want to spoil it, but we're going to do that in another video.
So, I think we should probably... Because I don't want to spoil it. There's so much to talk about.
There's a lot of we want to talk about.
Let's just give our rating.
But what is your rating for this movie?
Let's just give our rating. After that, we just do the spoilers.
Okay.
Because we got so much to talk about.
One thing, before I get into that, I just want to say that thank you, Kevin Feige. Thank anybody that was involved in the movies that saw me in my childhood.
Thank you, Stan Lee.
On screen, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby.
Anyone.
Joss Whedon.
Anyone who was involved in this franchise of movies. Thank you.
Yeah, like we even got to see these characters that we just saw, like, you know, on a comic book page or in cartoons and stuff.
And just make it to a reality.
And like just seeing it on screen makes me so happy. And we have 10, 11 years of it,
and more to come.
More to come. So I'm excited. And
yeah.
Smiling. So let's get on to your rating. Sorry, I had to.
No problem. So my rating for this movie. This movie is a combination of comedy, good storytelling, good action too.
Yeah.
And it ties up to everything from Infinity War to the end.
Yes.
So this is a perfect rating for me. This is a 10.
10 out of 10.
Because it's one of those movies, like, when you hear the time travel, it's like, oh man, why did they do that? But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's just exactly the way it is. That's why I give it a 10. So, now to you.
In mind, the movie just encapsulates the Marvel ending, like a ending when it's still going to go on after this. But
the end of an era.
The end of the Infinity Saga, it has great action, it has great comedy, it has great actors. It has just a great story from where they take callbacks from the original Iron Man movie and they bring things from every movie into this one. The direction is amazing. The visual effects are awesome, and just the characters and the things they do, the surprises in the movies.
The surprises is amazing.
The cameo, just everything in this movie is just really great, and it does give the fans like
something to go home to be having.
To be like, well, I got to see this, and like I got to see this grow into this big, massive thing, and just seeing just everything happen on screen. It's just been really fun, and I give it a perfect score. It's one of my favorite movies in the last 10 years. It's like up there with Lord of the Rings. It's up there with just The Dark Knight. It's up there with
like if I were to make a top 10 MCU movie, this will be number 1.
This is going to be number 1, and it's going to be hard to beat it, I think. I think Infinity War is going to be up there. I think Thor Ragnarok is going to be in my top. Like, it's going to be...
Like, we got different opinions on it, but yeah. At least we could agree, like, Infinity War, that's definitely...
So far, this is the best MCU movie
ever. That's right now.
And that's right now. We don't know what's going to come in the next 5-10 years when we're 30.
Yeah, we don't know what the next one's going to be. We're going to top Infinity War and Endgame. We don't know, so... As of right now, it's our favorite.
This is a perfect score, 10 out of 10, over 10, 100%. Great movie, it's worth watching.
Yeah. Put
your money, we're seeing it twice in one night. I'm probably going to see it again.
I'll probably buy it too.
I'm going to buy the DVD or maybe a steelbook of it.
I might buy the Blu-ray.
You know, so I mean, it's going to be... The future looks bright for Marvel and for DC fans as well. Every good movie that comes out just needs more good movies.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a movie that could win an award. I don't know what awards, but they're going to win a lot of fucking awards.
Yeah. So...
But this is a non-spoiler review. We're trying to keep ourselves close, so we're going to start our spoiler review.
Okay. Now, spoilers.
Spoilers?
Well, hold on. I got to edit it out, so...
What?